Meditation has got two wings, like a bird has got two wings. These two wings are mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness in whatever you do, you should do with full focus, full attention.
Meditation is miraculous. So meditation is the only method by which we can make individuals responsible. A meditator gives out positive vibrations. If I can heal myself out of my own mental anxiety and physical illnesses, that is because of the positive vibrations.
Gain the ability to realize our dreams. Our thoughts bring reality, and so then we become greatest positive and miraculous thinkers, and so then attract several new experiences and attract and then realize our dreams and goals.
You can use the power of thought, you can use the power of imagination, and power of visualization. These three powers put together, and you can change everything in your life.
All the techniques I found, the Buddha's Heyo technique is simple, easy to understand, easy to do.
Personal life, I had an accident some time back and I had a continuous pain in my upper part of thigh. I was actually healed myself. It took me 3-4 sessions for now almost a year. I do not have the pain and I'm healthy. My pain has gone away.
If I have a difficult situation or in an office, or if I have to attend a difficult meeting, so I made it a practice, like I do 1-minute meditation, 5-minute meditation, just as a routine to bring myself into that context, and that helped me a lot.
Earlier, I was expecting the world around me to change, but it never happens like that. So when I started meditating regularly, the world inside me started changing.
So many people are so distressed. There is so much of thoughts coming into the mind about our health, about our finances. So sitting idly and just thinking of all this makes us sick. And that your technique is an antidote for that.
This meditation has really helped me learn to respect myself. This is a cake in your hand, this meditation. So Chandra, for navigating this in a simplest format, and it's like a common man's sip of water.
Deep inside, we have a treasure house. There is a treasure house inside us. Anapanasati meditation is teaching you how to go deep inside.
What gives the time between the trigger and response is meditation.
You might be a very senior leader. Something goes wrong at work and you have two choices. Either you react, which was what I was doing before meditating, or thanks to the meditation, you recognize this emotion coming up to you, and instead of reacting, you respond.
You get your job with a high IQ, but to truly grow and in your career or a profession or to be successful, emotional quotient is the most important.
I began my meditation journey due to the severe illness caused by too much work stress. Within 3 months, I was able to sit for 40 minutes and I noticed my symptoms got improved as well.
But meditation has allowed me to let go of exactly what that is and enjoy each step.
I have been meditating and I join almost every single program that comes with Buddha's CEO. It's not the situation that changed, it's just my thought process.
Generally, first and foremost, I would say my health has improved. I feel I have better health and immunity. I used to be prone to a lot of illnesses, maybe 2-3 times a year, and that has in general diminished.
My life has literally changed. I started doing meditation, helped me understand the power of the belief system. It really changed my mindset about it freed me from my limiting beliefs.
Definitely I feel more purpose-driven, more joyful, more at peace from within. So basically the meditation I feel is helping me to unleash the hidden potential.
A very good morning, wonderful evening, dear friends and masters. Welcome to day 2 of Sankalp, a 40-day journey to manifest our desires. Everything starts with a Sankalp. Some of us would be here to overcome some physical ailment. Some of us would be here to heal our relationship, maybe emotional turbulences, or manifest our goals. Whatever our intention is, one intention, one sankalp that helps us to achieve all this is being there, showing up every day, no matter what, come what may, being there and completing, being here in this 40-day journey. So, thank you, dear friends, for being here, joining us on day 2. And it's like watering the seeds. Every day we keep watering the seeds, and one day the plant will definitely grow. With this, it's my honor and privilege now to invite Dr. Chandra, sir. Sir, warm welcome and over to you.
Thank you, Neha madam. Happy morning, my friends and masters. Good afternoon and a wonderful evening. This technology of meditation are the processes that are required to know who we are and that to realize who we are. Have to be very, very simple. And they are simple. It's just that it has been complicated. Saying that one has to do these 10 steps, 20 steps before you get there. But if you actually study meditation a little bit, through many, many masters out there, whether it's Swami Vivekananda, whether it's Brahmarshi Patriji, Osho, are the truth that is simply put by masters like Adi Shankaracharya. For some of that reason, even Jesus Christ, if you read some of the literature, the things are simply put, you and I are the same. Whatever I have, you can have. And thoughts bring reality. And the process is also simple, just to recognize that you and I are the same. You and I have infinite potential. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Son of God. You are the image of it. You too are that. And the process to realize that too is very, very simple. Which is what Gautam Buddha discovered. That simply observing the breath, being with the breath. It was greatly, greatly simplified by Brahmarshi Patriji. When I first heard this, in the year 99, I said, that's it. My complicated mind was expecting that there's got to be a lot more. All he said is close your eyes and observe your breath. A few minutes of meditation. I did first time when I met him. My younger brother, medical doctor, was saying, just close your eyes, observe the breath. That's all is meditation. Nothing else is required. But I was looking for something more complex. I was not ready to believe. Closing eyes, observing the breath. The way we are hearing the participants talk about that, it brings the it brings that potential in us. It brings a limitless potential in us, this simple process of meditation. Sometime in the year 2005, when I started the practice, in the beginning, nothing was happening to me. I would experience some energy states, movement in the body, a little bit of energy states. There's something going on. But I had seen some people like my younger brother, Dr. GK, and I was grateful to him for introducing meditation to him. And some masters, Dr. Newton, through whom I've learned, and then through whom I walked with, whether Shyam Jagaji and then Paul Vijay Kumar, many masters who helped in my initial growth. and learning constantly from them and then sharing, exchanging. That I'd seen some of them, particularly my younger brother, their body would rotate and shake and all of this. And I said, okay, there's something more here in this process. Didn't matter. But when I was practicing, while I was seeing changes, 2 years later, in one meditation, in a retreat, a 5-day retreat, I had experienced something very, very profound. A feeling for the first time there of a greater connection, experiencing my childbirth, rebirth, experiencing the birthing process. And then at that point, experiencing I'm far, far bigger. I'm connected to everything in this cosmos, or whatever you call the space. Everything is only you look at it and not even know that you can become one with it. That's the feeling. The process of meditation was over. After an hour or so, somebody came and said, it's over now, you get up. I said, please leave me. I'm enjoying this. I just don't want to come out of it. Because the feeling was one of great connection to all things that are there. I don't know, I couldn't explain it, what it was, but I didn't want to come out, simply speaking. I was there like that for maybe around 1.5 hours. Before then, I slowly woke up. But it was that beautiful that I knew that day that I want to return back to it again and again and again. A bliss body experiences that tell us that we are inherently connected, we are inherently that we are one with this whole that exists out there, that we are inherently potential, infinitely potential. And all I was doing is this simple process of meditation. Welcome back to those of you who are new that joined today from yesterday. If this is simple technique, then there cannot be any sequences. And so our program is designed in such a way that anyone can join any day and still benefit from it. The technique is so simple that we learn it again. 1 minute, 2 minutes it takes, we learn it again and then practice it. Only thing that requires is that we can believe in ourselves that I can do this. And it is simple. So you ask yourself, why can't I do it? So the technique, and then we'll start meditation today straight out. And then we talked about and said it is called breath mindfulness meditation, observing our natural breath with our eyes closed. And we said 3 things. That meditation miraculously brings into our life. And so then it makes us be a new person. That's what I became, a new person. When I stopped complaining, then it freed me up. I stopped complaining about things that are not happening or why this is this way, that way. It freed me up because a lot of energy. I realized every thought, every word, every feeling is energy. And all my energy is draining in complaining. Instead, I understand the opposite of it, that you create, you initiate a change, or you develop the ability to accept, recognizing that it is whatever you're experiencing today is a function of your thought and feeling, an unconscious intention from the past. Then it freed me up. I became very, very free from the beginning to begin with. So we said this meditation brings a new me and a new you into each of us in a way that you don't even recognize. Was I like that? Or was my body suffering so much? Was I complaining so much? Was I worried about things so much? Was I always creating such a negative reality through my own negative thinking, my own nature of poor me attitude? All this will be revealed slowly, we said. And then they said, is that just by doing 3 things. One, that First, we become very calm and restful. Second, we are transforming in the way we deal with situations, understanding the life. Third, it helps us to connect and then develop an inner guidance system. Not the external GPS, inner GPS is developed greatly. And helps us to recognize that we are far greater to experience those blissful oneness, wholeness states of life. Three things that meditation does. The thing is, I wanted to ask, how many of us regularly update our phones? How frequently do we update our phones? Anybody can write in the chat. How frequently do you update your laptops? How frequently do you maintain your cars, homes, bathrooms? You must have done last night. An update came. It's called upgrading the software. We do frequently. We're checking and we're doing frequently. That's what I see in the chat. Whenever update comes, I update it as soon as we get on and off. But if this changes, what if these changes are happening? If this same update is required for bringing these changes through this great instrument called mind, and how often are we updating the mind? Upgrading its mind software. I've learned that somebody told me long ago that if you don't have skill, you're going to be like this. How true is that? Such a biggest lie. If you don't have skill, it's going to be like this. So I don't have skill, I'm going to be like this lifelong. Then I programmed myself. It's a program, it's a software that's running, and the software is out making my life happen. In my greatest instrument, this whole biological hardware of brain, the software is the program that I have, my understanding of life that I have. And that understanding has not been updated. If the understanding is driven by somebody telling me there is black magic, and so I'm worried about it. That I keep thinking because of it, things are happening. Somebody telling me that people from this race, this thing cannot have any success because there is some curse into a family. So then that is there. Somebody is unlucky, and so if they come in front of me, then everything goes for me. I started this in a poor time, and so because of which then things are not happening for me. I didn't do that special ritual, and so things don't happen for me. Everything is tied up, and everything is a program through which we operate, not realizing that everything is coming through this very instrument, the mind of thought and feeling, which produces sufficient amount of energy to bring any experience into a reality. Our programs are not updated. We take time to update our phone, update our laptops. We don't update of this important instrument that brings life experiences. We're going to understand this in detail in this program in 40 days, how this mind has upgraded, brings total change. So this meditation process and this program is about recognizing and understanding. If this mind is not upgraded, what is it creating to us? And then how this mind can be upgraded and how meditation helps to cultivate it greatly. But first, let's go into the meditation difference. The process is very, very simple. We simply close our eyes and observe our breath. And so let me share the posture of this meditation so that we can start the process. And closing your eyes and observing our normal, natural breath in a very, very relaxing posture. We don't need any special practices before you start meditation. Everybody in the world, everyone, if they're eligible and if they need to realize themselves, then it has to be simple. A 5-year-old, how can he do otherwise? Somebody is seriously ill and sick and then bedridden, how can they do? If it's complicated, you got to do 10 steps this way, that way, saying that only then you're eligible for meditation. Can't be correct. The simple practice, you can sit down on the floor, as you see in the picture, or sit in a chair with your legs crossed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, and closing your eyes. Suppose somebody is not having difficulty sitting in this posture, sit in a posture that's very comfortable to your body. Make an attempt to get to this posture, but if you cannot, like those who have backaches, those who have some other ailments, they can only lie down. It's okay, you can do it. Be in that state and then meditate. Have an intention that I would like to be into the posture, whatever recommended posture possible, but then meditate the way that you are comfortable with today. No problem, it will work. We have enough people, enough masters regularly practice in different postures until the time they heal to be able to sit down, and it supports you. And in this posture, dear friends, we simply are observing our natural breath, resting our attention on the nose, anywhere on the nose. And when we observe the breath, our mind becomes slowly empty, less of thought. And as the mind is becoming empty, we may start experiencing some kind of movements, energy, lightness, dreamlike states, visions. Many things may happen. When those are all happening, witness all of it. Suppose the body is moving. Suppose you feel some kind of energy in your entire body. So you don't feel your hands at all, fingers. You're suddenly seeing Shirdi Sai Baba coming to you. You're seeing some great nature. All of those that you feel are just happening to you without you even imagining. Then they're meditation experiences. Simply witness them, observe them, don't analyze them. But anytime you have a thought, and the instruction is simple. If you notice a thought, and you know it is a thought, bring your attention back to the breath. So start with your breath and observe the breath, and slowly, at some point, you are slowly going into less and less thought states to an empty state. You won't even realize when it's happening, it will happen. That's not our control. You're not fighting the thought. All you're doing is observing the thought, noticing whatever is there, the way it is. So all you're doing is observing your breath. You have a breath, and we all of us have a breath, and observe that breath. Some have a long, some have a short breath. Just observe whatever that may be. And observe, and that is good enough to go to slowly calmer states, emptier states, to a point where there'll be no thought in the mind, which you may notice, you may not notice, it does not matter. Our job is to observe the breath. Then suddenly at some point, we're going to empty states, we don't realize. But you may notice by seeing something happening to you, and nothing may happen to you either. It's also okay. But be with the breath until the time you notice some thoughts are coming again. If thoughts are coming, come back to the breath. Very simple practice. All right, friends, relax yourself. Do you have a 2-minute video on this meditation process? Do you have a video? Sagar or Neha madam? Not there or there. Just say one way or the other. Okay. So relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. With your eyes closed, dear friends, make an intention, meaning you're making a wish in your mind that I am today having a great experience and time in my meditation. I'm committed to sit through this process. With your eyes closed, dear friends, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation, dear friends. Group meditation is many times powerful, energetic. Be with your breath. When you observe your breath, your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, your mind is becoming slowly and slowly calmer, emptier.
As your mind is becoming calmer, emptier, all that energy is channelized into the present moment, developing greater momentary awareness, increasing the power of thought, bringing greater coherence into a body. Allow yourself to go into that calmness experience, that greater stillness within you as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the field of consciousness, the quantum field of energy. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness energy, the more expansive you become. the longer you stay connected to this emptiness and energy, the more miraculous you become, the more healed you are. The more experiences you draw into your life, stay aware of that emptiness, that field of light, that energy. Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to everything and everyone in your life. Gratitude brings coherence and is the highest state of receivership. Express gratitude to your parents, to your teachers, mentors, to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, partners, everybody. Be grateful to the mineral kingdom, to the plant kingdom, to the animal kingdom, to all the nature, to the planets, stars, Mother Earth, sun, the moon. Gratitude to the technology, to the system, the companies, the governments. Gratitude, giving thanks to yourself and to this intelligent universe, that everything is helping us to learn and experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And slowly, whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then recollecting your experiences from the session, you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. We went longer today, close to about 30 minutes. Breath is there for everyone. If there is a lake and you want to see a clear lake, and it is stirring, and then if you keep trying to move the water away to clear it, you know that it won't get cleared. You have to stay away from it. Then it will slowly settle down and become still. So is the case with the nature of the thought. Rather than trying to control the thought, cutting the thought, stopping the thought, analyzing the thought, this practice that Gautama Buddha discovered after 6 years of various, everything that he could think of, he tried. And then finally came to this greatest conclusion that observing that very breath which you and I and everybody has, and then without trying to change the flow of it, just be there, observing the natural breath, which requires no energy practically at all. Because observing that natural flow, whatever that is, first of all, you have something universal. All of us have it. Nobody needs to know anything extra. It is there. And second, all we are doing is just noticing it. We close our eyes, we withdraw senses. It is a beautiful technical point from Patanjali Maharshi. But we withdraw senses, so we disconnect from the environment and observe the breath, your eyes closed. When you observe the breath, then mind becomes slowly calmer, emptier. It may not happen the way you expect, not necessary. But the equation is thoughts are there, and when you're moving your attention away from thought, and with this greatest instrument called breath, which is very intelligent, and so observe that breath rather than any object, because the breath is prana, intelligent. Be with it. Then automatically thoughts slowly go down eventually. When they go down, not a problem. They will go down at some point. Whether it goes down or not, we don't even realize, because in sleep, you transcend time. So in meditation, you transcend time. So you don't realize if you've gone to thoughtless states even for a moment of time. So it is futile to try to track and say whether I'm going or not emptier. That's only for research purpose. Instead, all we're doing is sitting down, and there's plenty of research on this technique. And in fact, more than 50% of the people in the world who practice meditation practice this technique, observing the breath. And when thoughts come back to breath. Many do not go beyond because they're stuck up on thought. Somewhere we have heard meditation means you have to be completely empty in the mind. Mind, I no way I can control, so I can't sit. Then we say that's a misunderstanding, poor understanding. Thoughts will come, can come, let them come. Thoughts are part of our life. They're creators. What do we do when thoughts are there? Come back to the breath. We don't punish a child, an young toddler, a toddler or a small puppy. What do they do? By nature, they go around. We're not going to punish them. We're not going to forcefully make them sit. You keep letting them know, hey, come here. That's what we do. We keep dying. When thoughts come, we come back to the breath. And so we keep telling the child, we not punish them, we not force them. So we can't force thought to anywhere. But we know if we're patiently there with the child or the puppy, it will come and slowly get trained and then sit next to you. It will happen. That's called mastering your mind. So when thoughts come, we simply bring our attention back to the breath. That's the instruction. Without worrying about how many thoughts I have. If we can just do this process, this is the most simplest technique that one can have because, and no medical expert can tell that there are any disadvantages or side effects of it. What are you doing? You're in this most comfortable, sofa, your couch, a chair, on your bed, and a mattress. No restriction. You're in an airplane. You're going and you got 1.5 hour time. What do? You sit down, go into yourself. That's how I benefited greatly in my travels between the United States and India, and several times on planes from Bombay to Bangalore to wherever that I'm going to Dubai. Beautiful amount of time for yourself. Meditate or read. Write books. The two things I was doing. You're waiting for a bus somewhere. Meditate. 2 minutes. People haven't showed up for the meeting yet. Meditate. 5 minutes. It can be done anywhere. By now you know it. It's so non-intrusive. When you're together in a family, now your children resist. Sit down, come, let's sit down for 5 minutes. Let's just do an exercise. Close our eyes and then simply be with your breath. You don't even have to say the word meditation to them. If you think they're going to get turned off, close your eyes, observe the breath. Can you do that? Just breath awareness. You have a family meditation. So, dear friends, this is easy to conquer if and when we recognize and say, thoughts and my meditation have the thoughts are thought, my meditation process is my meditation process, which is nothing but observing my breath. For 30 minutes, I'll sit down, I'll start observing the breath. Whatever happens, if thoughts are coming, my friends are coming, then I tell them, hey, look, don't disturb me. And my way of not telling them is simply, I remain quiet, I bring my attention back to the breath. That's all. They keep coming. In daily life, it happens. You want to do something good, somebody says, hey, tomorrow you can do. Why? Come, let's go for a movie. The distractions are always there. And we fall for it. So just because a distraction comes, we think, okay, now that thought is a lot more important. But then we are determined here, bring our attention back to the breath again. Hey, guy, wait. I'm going and doing something very important. Don't disturb me. Now you simply come back to your breath. Acknowledge the thoughts are there. Now, if you have to begin with a very stressful, a lot of negative thoughts will come because stress is there. You're worried about something. You're worried about a past or a future, whatever. That's the whole idea. We don't have to do anything to all those worried thoughts. They will go away in this process because this process is building something called awareness. I'll talk about that depending on the last 5 minutes. But before that, intention. We all have come here for something. And so when we did an orientation session for this program on Saturday, some people have joined to set an intention. Whatever that is, I'm here to become regular in meditation practice because you already understand the importance. Great, that's your intention. I'm here to heal myself. Those who set intentions that day, practically the intentions are there in everywhere. But some of them said, I'm here to heal. Some of them said, I want to grow. Growth, meaning it's a business growth, it's a promotion, it's making some money. Some of them said, I want to serve. I want to help. I want to serve. I want to have more opportunities to serve. Some simply said, I want to know myself. Some said, I've got to fix some relationships. They are there. I want to have a greater friendship with my children. That's a big issue. It's a big issue for many parents. Because the understanding is poor. A parent is always thinking, I'm here to constantly help my child. I'm here to constantly give them the best. Intention is there, but without knowing, they're slowly, the behavior they've gotten from their parents or their children is slowly just simply passing it on by saying, do this, do that. If they didn't study for 6 months, a big problem. Without even knowing, they're stifling the child's life. We'll understand a lot of that behaviors, the unconscious behaviors that we have, which causing significant damage to the personality of particularly children. You may not like it. The statements, you may not like it. But as a matter of the fact is that everyone has come here with their own plan and purpose. And if you don't like your freedom to be taken away, then you don't like, and then definitely you don't want to do the same to somebody else. Do not do unto others what you don't do unto yourself. Do unto others what do unto yourself. Jesus Christ. So this intention setting is a beautiful process. And then we have a short video of you going to do the setting. And I hope this program will have a lot of concepts. And then we have a pen and a pencil, paper and pen. It'll be useful. And so today, let's set those intentions. Whatever that you came here for. Somebody said, okay, I'm just here to explore meditation to understand all that you can bring. That's your intention. I am learning about this process of meditation, everything that meditation can bring into my life. That's your intention. I'm healing my body greatly. I'm having and developing plenty of energy to do everything that I wish to do in my life. I improved my financial situation greatly. I've realized that my life goals, and I'm realizing I'm starting my nonprofit. I'm starting my company and growing it greatly. I've acquired my promotion. I'm knowing myself and understanding who I am really. I'm getting aligned to my purpose. There are many, many ways that you can set that intention. And then intentions are coming true. And then we're going to use that in this meditation time because you're spending 75 minutes. They come true when you affirm them to yourself. You basically remind them for yourself and then visualize on it. Visualizing meaning as if that intention is becoming true. You say, I've gotten that promotion, or I've started my service work with this homeless children. And then imagine that you are there actually helping some children, playing with them, supporting them in eating, drinking, or whatever, cleaning their premise. And you're doing that and it feels so great to you. You want to imagine that future experience. Intention setting, and then a couple of minutes of visualizing and imagining that future experience if that intention is true. You come here to know more about meditation. You understood all the knowledge of meditation. Then you feel, man, this is so liberating. Man, this is so powerful. I must get to it immediately. And then you start practicing. You feel good about it. Imagine. Are you sharing the importance of it to your children? Because somebody told you meditation will help your child who you feel is not necessarily there in development. Then you understood the benefits of it. Imagining, the power, it's so powerful. I'm practicing first, you're practicing. Imagining, sharing the information with the child is accepting, and together you're practicing. Imagine that. That's the idea, right? So imagine the future if that intention is true for you already, right? And so let's go in and do that intention setting, dear friends, today and then tomorrow onwards, and as frequently as we can in this process. And 40 days are very powerful so that we can take a few minutes to imagine and dream of our intention. And the intention can be that I'm become the greatest being by understanding and self-realizing. That means you're experiencing something far deeper in meditation, that wholeness, that Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi state is possible. Why not? In one of my meditations, I've seen myself as this infinitely large four-being self, nothing short of Sri Krishna's Vishwarupa in Bhagavad Gita that we hear. It's possible, dear friends, to experience. They're not myths, they're not for special people. If you have that intention, you will realize it one day. Those whoever want to experience Shirdi Sai Baba connection, want to experience Lord Vishnu connection, Lord Jesus connection, or whoever that you feel that are the greatest being out there, you would like to experience their energy, have that intention set, be bold about it. Can you start the video, please? Intention setting. So relax yourself, dear friends. And you just relax and just follow this instruction.
Welcome to the 40-day scientific meditation journey. Congratulations on taking this beautiful step towards your transformation. Every meaningful transformation begins with a clear intention. Before we begin these next 40 days together, let's take a few quiet moments to discover yours. It will guide you throughout these next 40 days.
Let's begin by taking a moment to pause. Close your eyes. Allow your body to relax. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Allow your body to relax and your mind to become still. Gently bring your attention to your heart. Take a slow, deep breath. Ask yourself, what is most important to me that I would love to experience during these next 40 days? Allow the answer to arise naturally. You may notice intentions such as, I am practicing meditation regularly. I enjoy greater health and well-being. I build deeper and more loving relationships with my family. I am manifesting my dream job. I am making a meaningful difference through my work. Or perhaps your intention is something uniquely your own. In the next few moments, allow your intentions to gently unfold. Simply notice what resonates most deeply within you. As you reflect on these intentions, choose one or two intuitively, and let those be the intentions you wish to focus on during this meditation journey. Remember, regular meditation brings greater clarity as you go along, so don't worry about choosing the perfect intention. Simply choose what feels right to you today. Visualize now. Take a moment to visualize yourself meditating regularly over the next 40 days. Now see yourself living your intentions as though they have already become your reality. Feel the joy. Feel the gratitude. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Now, write your intentions in your journal or notebook. Take your time.
Your intention is now set. Over the next 40 days, simply show up, meditate sincerely, and stay open to the journey. Allow the transformation to unfold, one day at a time. May these next 40 days bring you greater peace, clarity, health, and purpose. Welcome to your journey.
Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoyed this session. This can get very, very powerful. We've seen when we write, and then we don't worry about writing the perfect thing because you can always change it as you go along. But when you write, it carries certain energy. And then you visualize, remember, visualize. You are intensifying and adding energy to it, and which is what we do. And we've seen this world over when we travel. And we meet many, many practitioners and meditators, Buddha CEOs. They say that, sir, 80% of what I wrote has come true. Now I've got a new vision board, new set of intentions. Call it different names, but the essence is the same. Now, when you're visualizing, maybe as you're visualizing, a lot of times we cannot believe that it will be true. We're thinking that you're just fooling ourselves, but not true. If you regularly practice in this process, slowly the mind settles. And so when you visualize, you will have this calm mind, clear mind to visualize that's the future, nothing else. That's the whole idea of this meditation, is to bring us into the present moment, calm us down. I've got a set of slides to show, but not today, tomorrow. We're talking about science of it. I have to go through the science of it. The connection, what's the area of the brains that are bringing what areas of the brain are responsible for different aspects, and then aspects of our life. And then what meditation is doing to each of those areas, and why does it need to do? A child, when it's born with, has certain capabilities. The brain is a certain way. But then slowly something happens. And then a lot of resistance is formed. A lot of negative reality is created as we grow. Fears are there, many things are there. And so I want to understand this, and why many things are getting created like that, with a negative reality, where change is becoming difficult. Future seems to be a little worrisome, and this and that are not satisfactory. For those who are already successful, still something is missing, not satisfactory. What is it? And then how meditation helps us to change will be our discussion tomorrow, to understand the science of what meditation is doing to brain and body. And then goes on every day, but starting tomorrow, we'll start introducing some scientific understanding of it, particularly begin with the mind and the nature of mind, and then how meditation addresses different aspects and different natures of the mind. That's tomorrow. So hope you enjoyed it, and then we'll meet again tomorrow, dear friends. Yes, Neha Madam, any announcements?
Yes, friends, we'll be sharing a personality assessment questionnaire on your support circle groups on WhatsApp. Please take some time, around 5 to 7 minutes maximum it will take. It will help us to understand our journey over next 40 days. When we started meditation, where we were and where we are. And sometimes there are some inner nuances, certain subtle shifts happening within us. When we kind of answer these questionnaire, it helps us to understand our progress better. So do take out some time. It will be shared with you on WhatsApp in your support circles. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you all. We'll see you at 6 a.m. India time again tomorrow. And then anybody has questions, you can stay back and then ask. I'll be happy to answer. And then anybody wants to share how your meditation journey today is, experience, I'll be happy to answer that as well. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
I am perfectly capable of creating a life I love. learning to trust myself and make peace with what I can't control. I always have a say in who I am today, and I can always change who I'm becoming. This is my life, I am my own hero. Nobody but me can decide where I will go. This is my time, no matter what.
Yes.
So there are few questions on chat. Yeah.
Yes, we can start. And everybody want to share directly can raise their hand too.
Yes, sir. Respected sir, I'm having multinodular goiter problem. I have cleared my 50% nodule through meditation and yoga. I want to clear 100%. What shall I do for this? I'm doing meditation for 1 year.
Have a conversation with the meditation practice means meditation, reading, increasing your knowledge, and interacting with other masters. And so, if you're doing all of them, be patient and continue to practice. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but it will heal. You've already seen the improvement, continue. But do these three regularly and increase your meditation duration. Healing, any kind of healing, means that we increase the duration to 2 hours, 3 hours. And then it is healing. And then if you still are, give it some more time. Some people said, for example, their autoimmune function, they heal. Some said in 3 months, some said it took about 2 years to heal completely. An IBS condition, they healed though. Lifelong condition, they healed. It took a couple of years, but they know that they're healing. So if you know that you're healing, then be patiently, they increase the duration of meditation and then do those three practices. Understand the purpose. Normally, when we tie into a purpose of what I need to do, and then if you go into it, naturally body follows. Ultimately, for anyone, any healing, you need to tune into the purpose. And to know the purpose, regular meditation, have a conversation with a master, or come and do some meditation service, and you will get to know your purpose. We have a class on purpose of life later on, a session, a master class in this program towards fourth or fifth week. So talk to your facilitator to get that section, that master class, and listen to it up front if you'd like to. Yes.
So there's another question on finding the music disturbing.
Okay, so this is a popular question. Music enhances meditation is research. Music takes us to the depths of meditative states, which is experienced by many, many masters. Patrizi really experimented with this significantly, and people have tremendous and amazing experiences when music is there, right? Music is there. And so I know one or two may be having this challenge, but it's possible if your practice and your belief is that, okay, meditation means no music and calmness, and sometimes the belief stops. The belief stops, not the music stops, the belief. It's possible that some tunes here and there may not necessarily be pleasing to you, because it's impossible to have always, everybody likes everything. It doesn't matter. But when chosen rightly, this instrumental or classical or Western simple light music is always helping. So what we say is, rather than just plugging out of this whole meditation because of this, just continue for a few days. Just say like this before sitting meditation. Those of you that are I know it's very, very, very small percentage. Those of you, just sit down in the beginning of the meditation and say, I'm enjoying my meditation process and this music taking me to the great depths. Say that. Then go into meditation. Your idea is that the process of meditation is saying, go to breath. My instructions are secondary. Don't bother about my instructions. My instructions are secondary. They are there only as assisting. Music is also assisting only to go into empty states. My instructions are just as a guidance here and there to go into more deeper states. But they're secondary, they're not primary. So, what is the instruction? Observe the breath. If you have thoughts, come to breath. Don't bother to listen to my instruction. That should not be there in your mind at all. At gratitude time, yes, listen to my instruction. That is a mind process. But the process where we're observing the breath to empty the mind, don't bother to listen to the music. Don't bother to listen to my instruction. You are there, closing eyes. Your job is to observe the breath. And thoughts come, your job is to come to the breath. When no thoughts, whatever you're noticing there, your job is to witness that. That's what you do. So if no thoughts, you witness what is happening to you. If thoughts are there, come to the breath. The two things we're doing in meditation. But that's it. Not music, not my guidance. All right. So try this like this for a few days. And you still find music is really, really challenging for a few days. Means good 3 weeks you take. You still find challenging and then it's disturbing and then you feel just low after meditation. Then maybe you want to just do a quiet meditation. You can plug out of the audio, whatever. But rarely is required. Yes.
Another question is, after meditation, is it normal to have mild headache?
After meditation, and we're not talking about experience of meditation, there are many experiences that come. One of the most common experiences is that in meditation, our midbrain gets active, and so there's a lot of energetic heaviness can happen. And we call it some kind of mild headache, but it's not headache. You are experiencing some kind of heaviness here, here, all over, because the midbrain, the pineal gland is getting active in meditation. When I'm going into calma, quieter states, many things happen. And so then there's some kind of heavy-headedness or some kind of energy and just a little bit of uneasiness will be there. And that's not it's okay, whether you call it headache or whatever, but it's okay, it'll go away. It'll go away, right?
So there's another question which is quite similar. My legs are restless. I can't focus what to do. The second part is, can we have more than 3 intentions and can it be changed daily?
Okay. Legs are aching. This is common. Sit in the chair, I asked, and if they sit in the chair, if there's still the posture of crossing the feet is a problem, then take a posture that is comfortable to you, right? And then if still a problem in whichever posture you sit down, after some time legs are aching, then stretch, do what you have to do and then sit down again. But if you are getting some aches in meditation, meaning if you sit for long enough, aches come, then you know it is that. But if you are normally you can sit for long enough, but in meditation only you're getting aches, then bear them. Outside, you sit for 1 hour, nothing happens to you. But in meditation, you're getting aches, then you have to bear them. You got to sit through the pain, that discomfort, whatever that is happening. What comes in meditation, which is not otherwise there outside, then you have to sit through it. The pain is there, bear it. Intense pain is coming, bear it. But to the point where it just cannot bear it at all, okay, fine. Then you open your eyes or do what you want to do, then come back and sit again. Practice this and eventually your body will cooperate. But simple thing, when legs are a little bit restless here and there, you can stretch them and then set them back again into the posture. Try it out. Don't give up too soon. Because the body is going to try everything to stop you from knowing yourself. The conditioned body, conditioned mind, it wants to behave the way it is already conditioned to. And so it is simply at the first instance itself telling, hey, come on, do it tomorrow. Why are you making me so much painful here? And then it tells you in many, many ways to get you distracted. Think of it, just that example I was trying to give. When you are with a group of friends, they will tell you, if you're saying, hey, I'm going to do exercise, I'm going to do this, they'll tell you most of the time, hey, tomorrow is there, yeah, come today, we have to go and go for this movie. Let's go for play this game. It happens all the time. And same thing, that distraction is coming from the body and mind, conditioned body and mind, saying tomorrow. And for that, whatever it requires to do, it'll do. Make you feel uncomfortable, all this pain, discomfort. Many things can come, just uneasiness. We got to sit through it. Be more determined. Yes.
Yes, sir. There's one more question. During meditation in 2 hours and reading books 2 hours on this spiritual science in a day feels easy, but moving to my daily activities and work, I feel a little discomfort to do things. Sometimes I have doubt, am I passionate on this knowledge and path, or I am feeling lazy to do other activities?
Where is this question?
It's in Q&A, sir.
It's in Q&A.
Neelavati ji.
So 2 hours of reading books and 2 hours of the spiritual science in a day feels easy. But moving to my daily activities and work, I feel a little discomfort to do things. I doubt I'm passionate on this knowledge and path, and I'm feeling lazy to do other activities. Okay, so madam, so you're doing two aspects. What about sharing what you're learning through any master? Are you interacting, doing satsang? It is possible that you may be going through a phase where you'd like to go deep into this meditation, intensify learning and practice of meditation. It's possible. You're in a phase of that nature. It's called reversal, mountains are mountains concept, where initially you only thing that mattered was that, okay, you are saying, guys, come, family time because we have to be in family. And you're saying, a name is important. You're saying, okay, I have to do this because I have to do. People told me this is the right thing to do, and you're doing it. Rivers are rivers. Oh, this river, oh, I'm by the Ganga river. You talk about it to 1,000 people, but you don't even go and experience Ganga. But that's the state before. With meditation, slowly at some point where you may be having a slight disinterest in those material things that otherwise you thought very important. That family time, family movie, this, that work, a little bit. When you are practicing intensely, going into a phase where you're getting disinterested in things that you otherwise were actively doing. Your friends call you for a picnic or outing, and you say, okay, you guys go and do it. I'm here, good. You say this, and if there is maybe a phase. But a phase will last for a little while, and then where you want to be with other masters to recognize that. And don't worry about it. If you're in that phase, then you'll be out of it soon, where you truly experience Ganga. You truly do things as a family together because you care for it. You will love that moment, not because somebody thinks and it is a good thing to do and somebody told you. You'll do in the true spirit. Okay. You watch a movie before for glamour, fanaticism. Now you watch a movie because you want to see the creativity and skill of the director, the creation that is there in that movie. Right? So the different perspectives change. So it's possible you may be in that middle stage. So the later stage, rivers truly become rivers, mountains truly become mountains. You experience them. Before you talk about them, but now you experience them. In between, you are not interested in them. So that may be the stage. Have a conversation. If you're in Bangalore, come and meet. Otherwise, you have a facilitator wherever you are. Have a conversation with the facilitator, madam. Next one. There is another question that can I set to use multiple intentions, right? I think in the part B of that question, previous question. Yes, you can use multiple intentions. You got 100 rupees and $100. And then you divide it into 100 intentions, each one gets $1. If you give it to two, you get 50-50. As you can do something more impactful. So it's like that. So recognize that time attendant, recognize that intentions will come true pretty quickly. And so then rather than having, everyday different things we recommend, and then hold on to a few that are really important. If you don't know, just pick 3. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. Ask a question. Okay, if I have 6 months to experience, and what is the 6 months? What is that important? Ask the hard questions, and then and then this meditation process will bubble things up for you in due course. So that time you can change. But as much as possible, avoid having one intention today, another tomorrow, another day after tomorrow. That's a very whole thing that we want to change with meditation, because our consciously, unconsciously, we keep changing, shifting our goals. And that's what we want to avoid, and become clear slowly with what you really want. And this process will help in due course. Right. Next one.
I'm facing pre-sacral tumor, lower backbone, cystic tissue in body. I met GK sir and stayed in Rivalapalam Nityanand Ashram. GK sir told me to continue 41 days, then do scan and check. So I was continuing my journey and healing my tumor. Please provide your suggestions and inputs.
Do as Dr. J.K. sir is saying, and be patient. Regular practice of meditation changes you from belief to trust. One has to develop that trust. Trust means that you don't have this doubtful thought at all that will it happen or not happen. Belief brings change, but trust will not make the belief questionable, and that requires regular meditation. Trust in the process, that it brings the change. It's not about if will bring the change, it's about when, and that's going to happen. That when is where you and I do not have control, but we got to, if you trust the process, you go, keep going. Eat food. And do you keep questioning, is it going to help you? You know that it's going to help you. You sleep. Do you question that, no, yesterday I slept. How did it increase my intelligence, this and that? Do you think about it? You don't. You know that, yes, they're the right things to do, you do it. You do meditation, right thing to give the soul food. Meditation is soul food. You give it as the right thing to do, and the right things will happen. But expand your knowledge and understand your knowledge. Read the book of Ramtha. You will know everything. The power that we have. When you meditate, you become the whole, the conscious, and you operate from there. You visualize and imagine from there. And so then suddenly the body starts responding. The healing can happen. But you have to elevate ourselves to that state. And that's the whole attempt of Dr. G.K. and the whole spiritual tablets. And so then follow what they're saying. I'm so glad that you took time to go there to the Revalapalam or whatever. But whatever we do, wherever we go, unless we are sincere in our practice of meditation and then elevate and develop the trust into the process, then we keep doubting, and then doubtful intentions create doubt and then negative reality, right? So you understand it. Thanks for asking the question. Please continue what you're doing. Seems like very sincere. If you've gone to that far, congratulations for taking that first step. Next one.
How to remove negative thoughts and fear of catching diseases.
This meditation process. That's why this process is there. Just keep doing. Keep doing. And then we will start hearing experiences of a master starting tomorrow. And so you'll start noticing how everybody overcame fears. And the first thing that happens is that fears will move to courage. That change, it will change automatically. Just practice is sufficient. Next.
Next is from Pramod sir. I'm pranic healer. I'm also doing meditation. Thought it in pranic healing. I have to continue that meditation and also this meditation or not?
First of all, no healing. Who are we to do homework of somebody else? So if we are healing somebody, we have to really question ourselves, the consequences for everything. Unless we are certain, we are super certain that it is our purpose of life. We are super certain it is my plan. Healing just because it is easy to do is not right. Or rather, it has consequences. But ready to bear the consequence, you do the homework of a child, then there's a consequence. The child is for lifelong is going to depend on the parent. If you do the homework, they'll depend on you. They cannot take the decision, they cannot do anything because you did the homework for them. So the first thing, don't either do or don't do, but I'm just bringing a concept out here. And so then riding two horses simultaneously, if it's complementary process, I don't know the process of what you're doing, is complementary. Yogasana and meditation complementary, no problem. But one meditation technique says put it to focus on the heart and then go in and then from there go somewhere. What's this one? Observe the breath to empty. Then these two don't go along at all. They're totally two opposite things. So you have to choose one. This is an important question. When do you go and then look at another technique? Simply put, if something came to us, that's the time to explore. But explore one. If something came to, simply put, not convinced, where nothing comes to us just like that, but not convinced. If you're hitting a dead end with whatever you're practicing, what's the purpose of a process that you're adding to your life? It must elevate our life. It must change, improve our life. Means bring experiences the way you want to experience life. That's all it is. Whatever you want to experience, and then towards that, whatever assists you. So you call them intentions, you call them dreams, goals, whatever that is. And towards that, your process you're practicing, any spiritual practice, it must help you to do that. And you're hitting a dead end. You're not able to heal. You're not able to fix the relationship. You're not able to improve finances. You're not able to do something, and don't have clarity of why it's not happening, and you have a dead end. Then that's one time you are doing and saying, let me try. But explore enough deeply, and if it didn't happen, be convinced in that process before exploring something else that you finished learning in that system whatever is available. If you be convinced that you finished learning in the system, and if you say, yeah, I've done everything, and then it seems like not able to go forward, that's a come to the conclusion. After doing that, then try another mechanism, because they always are, each one is taking one from the other. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, like that. So each one takes you from one to the other. So that's a question you want to ask. How sincere I am in my process? And if you're not convinced, the process is not letting you understand who you are. For example, if you have an answer for Aham Brahmasmi, what does it mean? Tattvamasi, you are that, I am that. Do you have an answer? Do you have an experience of it? It is said that we're all that, and you can be that. And if something is not giving you the full truth and then empowering you, then it's not truth then. So another way of understanding and so exploring, but that decide one technique is what I would do, and they're not complementary in nature. Next question.
Next question is, as we know, the doors of subconscious mind open before sleeping and after waking up, then it is suggested to give affirmations at this time. But this meditation does not talk about affirmations. So how can we reprogram our subconscious mind then? Please light on this, sir.
When you listen to the sessions during this program starting tomorrow, we of course come into the whole concepts of conscious, subconscious minds. So tomorrow and day after and the day after, and then rest of the program, you will know about this. The simple meditation without, there are various states where you can program subconscious, alpha state, theta state, then delta happens and gamma is performance. So alpha, theta are there to program subconscious. And this meditation will take you that state. It takes you into that state. Plenty of research and meditations, when they're not done rightly, where empty the mind and go into those states, ready for programming. So when we did this intention, after meditative states today, after meditation, you're already in a calmer, relaxed, receiving state. And so you intend to visualize. After a few days, we'll bring this process of intention along with the meditation. You finish your empty mind, and soon after, we'll also start visualizing. All right, so we do that. So let's go through the process. I mean, more sessions, you'll understand how this meditation is helping. Okay.
So can we take the next question?
Yes.
Next is, sir, is it mandatory to sit without back support in meditation? I heard spine should be erect and one should not take back support during meditation.
Not mandatory at all. At all. I'm an example. Nehemiah is an example. Nehemiah, do you keep your spine erect?
No, sir.
Did your life change with this meditation?
Yes, sir. Certainly. Yes.
Please share how this meditation changed your life.
So I'll have to really need a good amount of time to talk about it. When I had just started meditation, I was a very, very negative person, always looking at the darker side of the life, unhappy, a lot of emotional turbulences happening, angry and bursting out on anybody and everybody, and especially my loved ones. They are easy to blame around and putting the blame on them and even on me, always criticizing myself. So, and always thought things would always happen against what I want. But after I started meditation, miraculously things just started changing. I mean, I just wanted to understand how this is happening. The moment I started meditation, all things that I just thought once, I wish. It just happened, like Aladdin's that you say lamp there. Like the moment I'm saying, the universe is saying your wish is my command, kind of thing happening. And these days, I can surely say I'm very particular about my thoughts, because whatever I'm thinking, it's just happening. It's just happening miraculously. And I have become a better person, much, much better what I was earlier in terms of my relationships as well, with my friends. With friendship, I'll say I have deeper friendships now. I genuinely feel, if I'm friends with somebody, I genuinely feel for them. Many things which we used to do mechanically, like maybe wishing someone on their birthday just a happy birthday, very, very mechanically we would just send a message or call someone. Now I genuinely say happy birthday, I wish for them. So if I have to keep talking about, I have manifested many, many things in my life. Many things I used to think, I wish this could happen. And it just happened. These days, it has become a kind of a joke in my family. You please think only good things, even if a little bit here and there, it may come true. So it has also kind of inspired me to always think positive and miraculous. Thank you. So I can keep on talking about it, but considering time in hand, I think I'll take a pause.
Okay, wonderful. Spine need not be erect. It is wrongly interpreted, misunderstood. It's energy and matter. What is to do with the straightness of it? It's energy and matter. Energy is non-linear, non-local everywhere. The existence is that energy. These are to be fully understood. In any case, how do I know? Practice and try. It has to be simple. It can't be complex. If somebody has a back issue, that means then they cannot then. That's it. They cannot know about themselves then. Only when we know, then we gain the power to heal. Now you're saying you have to be in a specific posture, then you can get to meditation, and then you get to heal. Then it never happens then. Need not be necessary. What's required is to transcend the body and mind. Yes.
So the next question is whether meditation increases sleep for those who are sleep deprived.
Absolutely. That's the first thing that'll happen. In fact, we'll take it as case from you, because there's so many have done the experience that benefit. And we'd like you to come back and then tell and be sincere in this practice here. And then we'd like you to come back and then tell after a few days. And a lot of time people are telling in 7 days they started feeling and they start experiencing better sleep. A calm mind lets you to sleep automatically, because calm mind is equal to homeostasis in the body. Body is beautifully regulating itself. That means no cortisol. That means your body is sleeping pretty well. Some of the scientific terminology I've used They will come next week when we talk about health a little more deeply, but I will bring up some of it tomorrow. But yes, answer, this is the process, and the most simplest process will get you to the sleep without spending much money on sleep devices.
So can we take the next question? I have been meditating regularly for the last 2 years, but now I feel I have plateaued. How can I improve my meditation?
Constantly increase the knowledge. Knowledge has to be constantly improved, increased. You have to continue to read. A lot of times people get some benefit and say, now I understood 40 days. And so then they just only sit to meditation practice. Practice is not just meditation. Practice is meditation, reading, interact with the masters, and seva. What is meditation for? It is for knowing yourself. When you know yourself as the whole, as connected, then if the first thing you'll do is to come out and then do some seva, help give this meditation to others. If you do these four, no way one can be feeling the plateau. Now, cycles will come. Suppose you started on a project. You work for the project intensely, right? 6 months, your house project. You work for the project intensely, you build the house. Then you don't want to take up something immediately. Then you are enjoying the house process. Then you're enjoying. For a few days, you say, boss, if somebody says some change, yeah, okay. Before, while building the house, every small thing you want to take care and get it done. But once it is done, you moved in, now you're done with any more change. And you say, now I just want to relax and enjoy it. You'll go through the phase of enjoyment for some time. It's called integration. Here is enjoyment, integrating everything you looked for, all of it is coming to you. The benefits of building the house will come to you. Every corner you keep experiencing, enjoying it. You'll do that for a few days. Nothing new you want to there add, meaning new learning, new construction there. Then you'll enjoy it for some time. Then slowly that tapers off. Then you get bored. House becomes just another thing. Then you realize it's so temporary. That's a different aspect. So then you move to another house. You don't, but then now you come to the greatest understanding that's not permanent anyway. That's a different philosophy. But knowledge, then you bring in. So then you question yourself, okay, what is giving me happiness? So bring in new knowledge to get a new experience. We're always seeking new experiences. So like that, when you practice meditation, you learn a set of system of knowledge, then you practice around it, experience that. Then the high tapers off. But if you learn new knowledge, you finish manifestation science, all of it is over. You know, you can manifest anything at will. Now, what is there? Then you understand, say, okay, what gives me happiness? You go and then learn about purpose dimension. Read books on purpose. Understand. Viktor Frank. Read that. Read books of Torkom Saradian. You will understand what purpose is. Then you will get in, okay, I'm in purposeful situations already. I'm doing, okay, what now? Then read books around astral travel. Understand. There are many ways that are there. Then keep reading, and so then you keep bringing new experiences. So that's why this is a lifelong process. A lifelong process includes learning constantly. Knowledge is precursor to experience. If you learn, then you bring new experience. Newness is there. And meditation is role is to bring newness into your life and accelerate whatever knowledge you're learning. Because what you learn, you practice, and the meditation brings awareness to practice it. And then you become of it slowly. Right? So cycles of slowness is good because that's the time for you to think, contemplate, and then go to the next thing. Yes.
So there is a question, how to be consistent?
How to be consistent? Be in the right company. Be in the right company. Do service. That's the best thing I did was I went into service. As soon as I came into meditation, I recognized I have to just be a service with these masters. And I was. And I gave something and I got a lot in return. What I gave was my time initially. Then of course my knowledge and then my monetary. Initially I used to give my money. Straight Started off with whatever, that 10% concept, very quickly moved up to keep what is necessary for you and give everything else. That's where I moved to. Meet your needs and give everything else. That's where I moved to. But then I started giving my time, giving my knowledge, like how I do now. But the thing is, in the process, I started getting something great. Time with masters, time with Patriji, time with many, many masters, how they're going through their challenges, what are they doing? That inspiration filled me up. For example, I'll tell you, Trans Dagaji, and he and I are such a close pals. He's a great master, Trans Daga Foundation. Now, he is a very, very businessman, a very, very busy businessman. Okay. Into the trading and all of it, and he constantly always on the phone and many things. But then he used to tell, his day wouldn't start unless he did his meditation that day, no matter what. He does a lot of partying also, by the way, not sedent. So he goes late into the nights, but then still he is disciplined to always he practices meditation and then only steps out of the bedroom. Sometimes I've gone to his home to stay, to meet. He will be in his own thing. He'll say, okay, let me finish my meditation and come. Just because I'm a guest sitting at home, he wouldn't waste his thing, but he was always doing his meditation. So that was an inspiration for me. If somebody is so busy and then does, I can do a little bit for sure. I can definitely do. So interactions regularly, having the right company will motivate us to be in the path. And service is a great way to be in the path. I met this great master in Pyramid Valley as a service. I've signed up to be in the trustee in Pyramid Valley, developing. He is also there as a trustee. Now he's our chairman for the board. We continue to be there together. So like that, we meet many masters in service and then keep us active. Service not means, you have 2 hours on a weekend and say, okay, monthly, third Sunday, I'll come for 2 hours. That's not service, my dear friend. Service means that you are going beyond your comfort zone to give everything that you have. Then you are constantly there with the people, and then you constantly learn and then be in the path. Regularity happen automatically of all things. Yes, we can conclude now, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, dear friend. Yes?
Yes, so we have answered all questions. And
okay. Go ahead. And
there is a question, but the answer to that question is what you have just answered now, sir, from Vandana ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Vandana madam. Wonderful. We'll have you share something tomorrow, day after this week. Please raise hand so that we'll listen to you. And really thank you and Riva Association, Degaru, amazingly for circulating this information. That itself is beautiful service. Just taking our time. We are all busy, but taking our time to send the flyer to as many people. I think you've done this amazingly. So thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all.
Thank you.
I always have the power to change my state of mind. This is my life. This is my life. Owning all of my past mistakes, moving forward with more confidence. I don't know what the future holds, but I choose to count my blessings every day. I always have a say in who I am today.